Better Country 101.7 The Bull. Good stuff there from Chase Matthew. It's called Love You Again. My name's Wyatt as we are hanging out here in our 9 o'clock hour. Good to be with you on a Tuesday. And we are joined once again by a special guest. I tell you, special guests are just coming in fast and furious, but it's okay. We are happy to talk about a lot of these great events that we've got going on in our community, which you can always check out our community calendar going on at 1017thebull.com. Just click on events. Amy joining us here, talking about a very vintage market. Amy, good to have you with us this morning. How are you doing?
It's good to be here. I'm doing well.
Doing well.
We survived the storm last night.
Yeah, you and I were talking about that off air. Lost a little power last night, but shout out to those work crews, man. They did some good work last night getting power back on as quick as they did. So
they need some time off today.
Sure. They sure do. They deserve an extra nap. That's for sure. All right. Well, a very vintage market. Let's talk a little bit about that. For those who may not know, anybody new to Burlington or just is unfamiliar with what that is, let's talk a little bit about what it is before we get into all the other details you've got going on. What is a very vintage market?
A very vintage market is a one-day extravaganza. It is vintage, handmade, repurposed, salvaged items. So a lot of unique items that you've not seen ever before. And then also just all those fun home goods as well. Yeah. So you can find anything and everything down there.
A little bit of everything, and that is kind of the highlight there. You go in there and you never know what you're going to walk home with.
No.
I've talked to various people who've been to this, and they said, man, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that you see. And I might have to go check this out. This is definitely going to be a fun event going on. And let's go through specifics. It happens on Saturday, this coming weekend. What time's everything get underway?
9 o'clock, 9 a.m. We're going to kick it off. And I'm going to tell you, if you want to see these unique things, they go fast. And so you'll want to get out there early.
Yes.
So if you're a true picker, you got to get out there early. But we're going to be 9 to 4 downtown Burlington on Jefferson Street, all the way from Main to the railroad tracks. And then also on 3rd Street, we're going to have Food Truck Row there. So you're going to have lots of flavor, lots of different food items.
Food Truck Row, that's certainly got my attention. We'll maybe talk about that here in just a second. But you've got plenty of things, not only with the markets and the different vendors that you've got, which I think you said you had, 132?
We got 132 vendors right now.
That's a lot of vendors, man.
This is the most we've ever had, yes.
That's awesome. So, but you got other things outside of all the picking and stuff that folks are going to be doing. You got stuff to keep folks entertained.
We do. So, first of all, Titan Broadcasting will be there from 9 to 11.
That's
so you can come and get some swag with the new mix. But then in Nancy Navy Park, we're going to be there from 11 until 4. Live music every hour on the hour. So some great local artists and some of our artists, too, that come with our vendors.
That's right.
Excited.
So something exciting. You got to check it out. New stuff every hour. So just hang out throughout the day, which, by the way, Saturday is looking fantastic.
We're going to knock on wood.
You better
right
find
now.
a lot of wood to start knocking on. I got some here on my soundboard here, thankfully. So, but yeah, that is going on again Saturday 9 to 4. 132 vendors. That is a record, they say, and it covers quite a bit of area, you said. Like, what, 8 or 9 blocks?
It's 8 blocks. Yep, 8 to 9 blocks right now. We've got a couple more vendors that are trying to get in, and if we can create some more space, we're going to get them in because we got some awesome vintage items. Vintage clothes, too. Like, we don't get a lot of vintage clothes vendors.
Okay.
We've got a couple of vintage clothes vendors that we're excited about, too.
We're talking to Amy. She's with a very vintage market, and that's going on this Saturday. Again, details are on the website, 1017thebull.com. Just click on events, and this event is really something that gets to highlight not only the cool things that people have and people do sell, but it also gets to highlight some of the cool stores that Burlington has because, again, this does take place in downtown Burlington.
That's right. So we've got 30 unique shops in downtown Burlington, and right now with new Taste and Seek opening up in our 2 ice cream shops, we've got 27 eateries and drinkeries downtown. So lots of flavor. So if you're like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to go to a food truck row. I'm going to go get some ice cream because it's a hot day. It might be a hot day.
You never know.
Yep. Or you're like, hey, I'd like a nice crisp beverage. You can get into like any of our drinkeries as well. So lots to do downtown and also just experience the beauty of our downtown as well.
That's right. And that is certainly something to highlight for sure. Again, we're talking to Amy with a very vintage market happening this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Anything else we need to cover before we let you go here, Amy?
I'm just going to plug a little thing here.
Go right ahead.
We will have Christmas in July, so you might see some Santa helpers out. We're trying to raise money for those new holiday decorations on our new light poles, and a 50-50 raffle going on, too, to hopefully walk away with some good money and pay for your day at a very vintage.
Certainly got my attention there with a little Christmas in July. I love it. Hey, we're going to be celebrating that next week. Keep an eye on our social media for that. But Amy joining us here. Amy, thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see you this weekend as we will be out there. Our sister station will be out there from, I think it's 9 to 11. 9 to 11, yep. They'll be there, so stop by, say hey to them, and we'll see you this weekend.
Thank you so much. We'll see you.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun. Hey, we got to take a quick time out. We are coming back with Tyler Hubbard in just a bit here on 101.7 The Bull.